welcome. It's Friday. Not that that really matters in my very pathetic life, but for all you people who work all week, I am very excited for you. It's just a different energy on the weekends, that's for sure. All right, so let's roll the dice. All right, Leo, 7th house, Mars energy. Hi. Hi, buddy. Wow. You might have a huge hater. Like somebody that just hates you. Holy fuck. Oh. Followed by dumbfounding oh, what is it? Followed by millionaire dumbfounding dipshits. Some say the end is near. I was just listening to Anima, and I'm like, oh my God, I can hear Maynard. Like, just, I mean, you know what they say? Your haters are your biggest fans. What up, everybody? Whoa, somebody drank some haterade, and it was your name. Wow. Take what resonates, people. This is, woo. I don't know. This is intense. Yeah, let's do this. All right. I did 4 new cards today. I'm like, my intuition is just flying right now. I'm trying to still finish this deck. I'm not done yet. But I've got a Moth to a Flame. That's the one I did today. I did Abracadabra. I did a Coffee Cup. And then I did a Seed Under the Ground. Can you see it? There it is. I worked really long on this one. This one was... I worked on it for a while. So they want to be added to the deck. They're going to be introduced. We're going to use them today. All right, like I said, it's going to come out in Analogy. And you'll know if it's for you. And I mean, like I said, your haters are your biggest fans. You know why? Because they're talking about you. They can't shut up about you. They can't stop telling lies about you. They just can't. I found out this lie that was told about me today, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe somebody would say that about me. Okay, so 7th house. Maybe that's why it's justice. All right, give me the 7th house. What is going on with this? Sloth, stay away. Okay. Oh, I was like, I know there's a 3rd card. Okay, look at that, you son of a bitch. Somebody does not agree with you. They do not want to like you. Okay, reminded, there's the past, there's the 6 of Cups, all right? And then stay away. Okay, so this person, okay, I looked directly at nostalgia. So this person, you have somebody that has been thinking about you from the past, and apparently you don't like them. You've denied them entry into your life, and obviously you don't agree with what they do. So now they want so bad into your energy that now they are talking shit because you didn't want to play with them on the playground anymore. Wow. You know what that usually entails? That's usually people who want to fuck you. Like, not fuck you over. They want to physically fuck you. They want to sleep with you. They want to touch you. They want to bang you. For the most part, I've noticed so much anger is exerted on people that you like. And for people who like you and they find you attractive and they get angry that they find you attractive. And then suddenly it's your fault. Like, knowing that for a fact, you are not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to find you attractive. Not everybody's going to like the cut of your jib. Okay, so why are they angry at themselves? Why are they angry at you? Because they like you. And that's the thing. If they tried to sleep with you and you didn't, and you really stood your ground, because like there's Mars energy right there. Maybe you were like aggressive, like get the fuck away from me. I do not like you. And you know what? Actually, my sister was talking to this guy the other day about, and he brought me up, and you know what he said about me? He goes, she expected me to leave my wife. That's another lie. So I found out 2 lies that have been told about me recently, and I was like, ew, I did not want to be with that guy, let alone have him leave his wife. He had a fake wedding. They weren't even really married. And I slept with him a couple times, but I was friends with him. And, you know, so I kind of thought, okay, maybe we'll continue friend. I did not by any means ask him to leave his wife. Ew, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, has he been saying that? That I asked him to leave his wife? Oh my God. That's so disgusting. Oh my God. Be careful of the people you sleep with, okay? Honestly, because if you suddenly cut them off, okay, they are not going to like that very much. And this little Poindexter, okay, told 2 lies about me. And that's just about what he decided to tell my sister. Who knows how many lies he actually told about me? Because there he was trying to say that he had heard something about me, but yet was drunk. So whatever he was saying to my sister, I'm like, dude, that's broken telephone. Like, look he finds something out. He's drunk out of his mind. He tries to repeat it to you and he's fucking it up in his head. But then the next day he's going to remember the lie that he told when he was drunk, not knowing that it was a lie, and he's going to believe it as the truth. I'm like, be careful with people who drink, okay? Because once they drink, suddenly all the facts change. And now oh yeah, I was told that I spray painted my sister's ex-husband's house when he supposedly kicked us out. I was like, spray painted? What the fuck are you talking? Like, my sister and I went homeless when we left there, which means we left all of our stuff, but I sure as fuck did not spray paint anything. And like, for that to come out like 6 years later, I'm like, what just happened? What do you mean? Okay, so like, okay, there are some lies that were told about you. Oh my God, and they're coming out. And this new moon energy, and it was like the day of the new moon, and then all of a sudden she saw one of our friends from the past, and he just started telling all these fucking lies all of a sudden to my sister, and she was like, what is happening? She's on the other side of the world. I don't even know how the fuck it happened, and there she is sitting with somebody from the past who talks so much shit because he's just an alcoholic. He's just a drunk. Like, what do you think people are doing when they're that drunk? They're just talking shit. They don't know what they're saying. Oh my God. Okay, so you got somebody drunk talking about you. There is intimidating the witness. You see what I mean? I don't know if they think that by talking about you, they're going to intimidate you. Something like that. Maybe that's why the Leo energy is here. They're hoping that if they talk shit about you, you'll just go away and crawl under a hole and kill yourself and die. Like, really? I remember when I didn't have a backbone and people talking shit actually bothered me. But now when people talk shit, I'm like, oh my God, are they still talking about me? Like, did I make that much of an impact on their life that they're still talking about me to this day? Like, I knew this guy 10 years ago for 1 minute of my life, like, honestly, and he's still talking about me. Like, what kind of impact did I have on him? Apparently, I wanted him to leave his wife. Never in a million years, okay? Whitney is not desperate like that. I do not expect anybody to ever break up with somebody, move out of somebody's energy, let alone divorce somebody for me. I'm sorry, but I'm not Princess Buttercup. Okay, I wouldn't do that. So anyways, look at broken record. Okay, so this is why I'm thinking justice is here, because I feel like either you have somebody that's out there telling the truth about you, or yeah, like you're gonna find out something and you're gonna cry. Because like my sister, because he told my sister these lies, like basically right to her face, she was like, okay, for one, that never happened. For two, that never happened. So he got face to face with somebody he was just talking shit about, okay, got legit facts. If he wants to still say that somebody's talking shit or that she's talking shit or that it happened, honestly, that I really feel like that is how sad people really are. Okay, but to just continually bring stuff up like that and people up. And I mean, he, like I said, he was so drunk and like just jump. Oh my God. And it was just like, you know, it gets embarrassing after a while to just watch somebody so inebriated, have no idea what they're talking about. And I think that that's one of the reasons why I stopped drinking, because of how retarded I looked. I'm like, I'm not going to look retarded like this anymore. I'm not going to look stupid. Okay. I'm not going to drive around drunk. I'm not going to be blackout anymore, because look what these people look like. Like it's like they look like a bunch of little retards running around. Like they look like children. They look like toddlers running around. Like they can't hold themselves up. One's barfing. That one's shitting themselves. Like, I mean, drunks are basically children. I mean, they really are. Like you have to put them to bed. They can't even get to bed. Like they're barfing, like I said, everywhere. Okay. Or they're shoving their face so shit that then they, you know, end up throwing up. Like, it's just like, oh, it's just so, to me, very unattractive. And the fact that they're this drunk and talking about you is like they can't even hold their liquor. They can't hold their tongue. Guaranteed they can't hold their dicks up. Okay, so like whatever this is, it's done. Okay, thank you, Danny. What up, everybody? Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Apparently, we're talking about a loser right now. There's Libra energy again. Okay, so for this Mars energy, this is beyond personal. The universe wants you to know that. This is beyond personal. Wherever this person is going with talking shit about you, it's not like, and I found out this one guy that talks about me a lot, I never even slept with. So I'm like, my God, what did I do to him to make him still talk about me? I didn't even sleep with him, and he talks about me all the time. So like some of these people, it's not like you slept with them and they're talking about you. Like I said, you denied access to them. So I don't even think you did sleep with them. Okay. Or if you did, you cut them off really quick because they carry nasty energy with them. Okay. And like we got money all of a sudden on the table with no fixing this. Somebody could have taken money and then like cut you off. Like the whole point of this money was they couldn't like you. I mean, that's a fucking serious ultimatum, but I mean, like it happens. Stalking you, evil energy. Like watching you see. Okay, somebody put up, was it Draconic Priestess? I think put up yesterday, your haters are your biggest fans. And like I'm getting that right now. I'm like, my God, you have a hater that again, there's so many people because they've been so systematically abused that they don't really know what they're doing. And they think that their envious nature towards things is actually a hatred because of the way it makes them feel. But most people aren't really attached to how their body makes them feel. It's all about just their mind, how their mind makes them feel, right? It's quick fixes, how their mind, but when you actually start to get reactions from your body, okay, therefore, like I'm talking empathetic reactions, like when you come on scene and you know that somebody's there that doesn't like you, right? You suddenly get this feeling like, okay, you start to get anxiety because somebody in there has anxiety about you being there. So you're going to pick up anxiety, even though you don't even know who the fuck is looking at you. Okay. So you're picking up their emotion towards you. And I don't think this person knows how to process their emotion towards you. So they address it with a negative as opposed to a positive because they don't understand it. And if they're prideful, then their pride's not going to allow them to understand it. So then they're just going to hate it because you make somebody feel a certain way when they look at you. And look at that. Okay, so it says, will this situation ever change on the bottom of the deck? And look what's poking up, which is so funny. That's spirit for you. Upside down, it says short term. So it was, oh, look at that. Like a moth to a flame came out. Look at the first card came out that I did today. It's already working. Okay, so this is short term. Okay, whatever this person is saying, I mean, they're going to get shut down. That's the thing is all you need is one person to stand up for you and say, listen, by the way, that's not the way that it actually, it's like this. And if you say it in front of everybody, you shut this person down, they're probably not going to say a fucking thing to you again or about you again. Okay, but they have to get shut down. Somebody has to stand your ground almost. Just because this person doesn't believe in you and doesn't believe in what you say doesn't mean that that makes you a bad person. Okay, like just because I don't like religion, I don't hate people who like religion. Just because I don't like, I mean, all I could say was Bible thumpers. Apparently I have a really hard time with religion. It doesn't mean I go up and smack people that read the Bible. Like, I mean, people can be different from you. That's the whole point of this world. We're supposed to be different. Could you imagine if everybody was like you? That would be an awful place, okay? Because honestly, I'm not saying that you're awful, but like, do you want a whole bunch of yous running around? No, especially if you don't even know yourself. No, that'd be like a loose cannon running around. Okay, so we all have to be different for a reason. And that's why they say, you know, when you find people like you, when you find the moth to the flame, when you find something that actually attracts you towards it, try to go with that feeling, okay? Because I really feel like somebody has to go with their feelings, which is their intuition. And honestly, it's a good kind of like, to see if you're empathic and if you do pick up other people's emotions, a good game to play with yourself, I've been playing this recently, is, I don't know why. Okay, so I will find a picture of the person. Okay, I will put it on my phone. That's the only thing I look at. And I will see how suddenly my body feels. So if I suddenly start feeling like angry or depressed, or if I suddenly get happy, right, it allows me to determine how people feel about me, because when I look at them, because I'm so empathetic, I can feel people's emotions pretty quick, especially when somebody hurts themselves. Like I can feel that. Even if it's fake, it doesn't matter. I can still feel it, which is even super weird, but that's how good actors are, apparently. But anyways, if you are finding yourself being driven towards something, that's Mars energy, okay? And fuck your haters. They're your biggest fans anyways, so let them keep talking about you, okay? The people that you're dealing with are seriously fucked up, okay? As I'm sure you are as well, okay, with a lot of shit. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, okay? And when we are fucked up, or if we have survived things, it makes us sometimes a little bit more abusive than what we understand because of where we've come from. So whoever this person is that's attacking you, they've obviously come from a place that is very negative, okay? And seeing something like you, which is probably positive, probably something that's very bright, you know, like a moth to a flame, it bothers them because they want to be in that darkness. They don't want to come out of it. okay? And you bring people out of the dark, okay? They want to hide people with them in the dark so nobody can see them. But all they're worried about is how people are going to judge them. And if they're that worried about how people are going to judge them, it most likely means that they are out judging. Because if somebody judges me, like, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, what's it gonna do to me if somebody judges me? Like, I don't know why we get so lost in other people's thoughts about us. Like, it shouldn't defy who you are the way that somebody feels about you. All right. And like, even if somebody really likes you, try to keep it grounded. Try not to fly away, because somebody thinks you're hot as fuck. Like, you still have to keep it grounded. Okay. You still have to stay in body, right? Which obviously you make somebody leave their body because they get so angry. And it's as if they feel like they can't live here with you because they disagree with you so badly. And that's what's given me the red flag, because I actually don't think that they do disagree with you that badly. I think they're choosing to because they're choosing a fight. Because again, you cut them off, or you said no to them, or they tried to fuck you and you said no. Like, you disregarded them in some way, and that has very much hurt their ego. Lust. You see? Because they lusted over you, and then you turned into a human. Okay, you know what that's like, to be the eye of everybody's apple for 1 second, and then the moment that you bring real life into the equation, it's ew. No, we just wanted that mirage that we saw on stage with you taking your clothes off. Yeah, but most of the time my clothes are on, so now what? Now are we not going to be friends because I'm not hot anymore because I'm naked and exposed? Right? Pay for sex. Maybe they might have offered you money. What a keeper. Awful bad intentions. These people have good intentions for you. That's the thing. That's why the universe doesn't give a fuck if you find out about it. It's not like they're going to save you a good friendship by not telling you this. Like, you need to get the fuck away from this person. And that's probably that Mars energy. Get the fuck away from them. Walk away from them with your head held high. Okay, see? Mars and Saturn with the ego. I have a feeling this person is just, you do something to their ego. You trump them in some way. Like, if this kind of person was like, only big men are strong, you would be that person that would walk in, okay, 175 pounds soaking wet and bench press more than them and be like, is it only big people that are strong? Or is it scrawny little fucks like me, right? It's like giving it to somebody, like, you better watch your fucking mouth, because this person, whatever Collective does, is a lot stronger than their little hate game that they're playing. Okay, so again, whoever this person is, I feel like is just making their life more difficult by having a problem with you. And we're going to move on because I don't give a fuck about this message anymore. Having reoccurring nightmares with gluttony. Like, honestly, of course. And now they're having nightmares about you because everything they say about you and all the shit that they talked about, it's all coming around. You are not in danger. Okay. You are not in danger. This person is not going to do anything to you. This person's stupid little fucking mouth about what they think you're doing is not things that are actually going to hurt you as a person. Okay? It's just obviously entertaining to them to talk shit. To me, I find art entertaining and documentaries, but this person finds talking shit about people entertaining. So, I mean, to each their own, but they might get punched in the face. Oh my God. And this one guy who said that my sister and I trashed, she owned the house. So technically, if she did decide to spray paint it, she would have had every right to, because she owned it. But she didn't. I was right there. She didn't spray paint it. I didn't spray paint anything. And you know what he said? He goes to my sister. He goes, "Oh, I would kick your ass." And she's like, "For spray painting my house?" So there he was walking around saying he wanted to kick my sister's ass, and probably my ass, for apparently spray painting something. So you sat around for how long talking about how you wanted to kick a girl's ass? And I mean, I got blamed this one time for keying this guy's car. And the person who said, I don't know who actually blamed me for keying the car. And it was bad. Like, it was like somebody fucking, like, it was bad. I didn't do it, obviously, but I got blamed. And when this guy was talking to my sister about it, because he didn't actually know that I didn't do it, he said, I'm going to go kick her ass. And my sister was like, for what? And he goes, for keying my buddy's car. And she goes, can you go talk to her first? Other than, you know, like, he was drunk, he was screaming, and he just wanted to fucking beat me up. I'm like, I wonder, and like, that's my father. Like, my father shows up in my sister's dreams. Like, he rapes me in my dreams, but when he shows up to my sister's dreams, he always wants to beat her up. Always. He punches her, he kicks her. He's usually punches her. It's usually something in the face. He pushes her, punches her. He does the most violent things to my sister in her nightmares. And even my previous landlord threatened to kick my ass on something, and something about the walls. And I was like, I didn't put anything on the fucking walls. Like, I don't know. And like, you're going to sit there and say you want to kick a girl's ass? Like, I was just like, I wonder how many people have sat around saying they were going to kick my ass when I didn't even do anything. I'm like, does that make you feel good to say you want to punch me in the face? Like, how about come and punch me in the face? Is that going to make you feel better? For what? For what? I mean, why do people hate? I don't understand. Is it a demon in their head? Is it just people talking shit about you? Like, what makes people hate? Because this guy that they said that I keyed his car, I'm in love with. So good to say that I keyed his car, because that's the actual thing they want to say. Is not that I love the guy. I love his third eye. I love his art. I love everything about him. But no. I keyed his car, apparently. I mean, whatever they can say to just point the fucking finger at somebody is insane. So I don't know what they're saying about you, because I don't know why all of a sudden, I haven't thought about that, the keying on the car thing for a while, actually. So the fact that this is coming up now, I don't know what they're saying about you, but just be careful, because there was 3 different things that apparently somebody wanted to kick my ass for that I did not do. And none of them came to me first and asked. They all assumed I was guilty. And don't we come from a place that it's, I'm sorry, no, you're innocent unless proven guilty? Why the fuck was I already guilty of things that I didn't even know happened? And the guy's car that got keyed, I didn't even know it got keyed. Like, it was sitting in my driveway, but like, I didn't go out. I didn't go out. I didn't look at his car. How the fuck am I going to know? Like, just because it's in my driveway, I'm blamed for it? Like, what the fuck? He wasn't even supposed to park it there. It wasn't even his parking spot. But I get blamed for it? And I'm just like, you know, that really hurt me. Like, to think that my neighbor wanted to beat me up. I loved my neighbor. One of my favorite things about living there was the fact that I got to hang out with him. He was one of the funniest people that I ever knew in my life. And there he was, all wasted, saying he wanted to kick my ass. I was heartbroken. I mean, like, some of these things that people are going to blame you for might break your fucking heart. And you know what? At some points, I think, you know what? I hope they see you cry. I do. I hope they do. And I hope that it does something to them. Because if they're out there walking around thinking that you're heartless and that you're a piece of shit and that you just go around hurting everybody while they are defacing you, defaming you, doing whatever the fuck they can to make people hate you, while you're just like eating a snack, watching a movie. I mean, people need to realize when the devil is around them and when they're getting fucked with, because that level of hatred is not normal. It's not normal to carry hate. It's not normal just to blame. It's not normal to point the finger. That's not normal. You know what's normal? It's finding out about something and then going out and finding out if it's the truth. Do you remember when you used to hear something and you weren't too scared to go ask your buddy in elementary school if it was actually true? Remember when you actually had balls as a child, and now all of a sudden we grow up as adults and we find out what people are supposedly saying when somebody's fucking a fifth of vodka in and we actually take it as legitimate facts. It's just so fucking sad. Okay? Because if these people, just for 1 second got into their own energy and weren't controlled, they wouldn't give a fuck about talking about you. They wouldn't care. You know why? Because they'd be living their fucking lives. And they wouldn't care about talking about you and what you did and who you fucked or who you slept with because they're living their life. Right? So I don't understand the obsession complexity that is your exes and friends and all that shit. I mean, apparently when you break up with somebody, it's supposed to be, okay, we're going to break up amicably. You're going to go that way. I'm going to go this way. I don't hate you. There's nothing wrong with you. Why is it that you decide to go this way and they go that way? And it's a fuck you all of a sudden. Like, that there's 2 different directions of the road, right? And that not everybody goes the same fucking direction, right? So why the fuck are you forcing everybody to go down the road that you're on just because you want to hate? And hurt people. And these people are so hurt that they come around to my fucking block and they hurt me. I don't need that. I don't deserve that. I don't need it. And I don't fucking care for it. Right? And at the same time, people make mistakes, okay? And they charge, even cops, they can charge you with things and they were wrong, okay? Anybody wants to say that you did something, even act on it, but then find out that they were wrong and apologize for it, surprisingly, that can go a long way. And I say that a lot. Surprisingly, if you just trusted the people you fucked over, you could say you're sorry and actually get a good response from it. But most people aren't sorry about the things that they do, so they don't give a fuck about coming and saying it to you. So don't look for an apology where somebody's not going to apologize. All right? And like the people who talk shit about you or the people that do things, always remember that people have a choice. And when they choose to go against, just doing the right thing. I find so many people, they're so angry that they just want to be negative. They just want to blame you. They just want to fuck with you. They just want to beat you up because they feel like they've been beat up. They feel like they have nowhere to go. So they don't want you on a path of brightness. They don't want you on a path of enlightenment. They just want to see you suffer because they're suffering. Okay, and it's really sad because it seems like whatever is being said about you isn't true. And, it could hurt you. And that's what people don't understand. Like, by talking that shit, by saying these weird things about me that I don't, in my mind, it should never involve somebody coming to kick my ass. I'm sorry, but what the fuck? In a world of like so much confusion, try not to be the person that finds out something and then goes to kick somebody's ass, because guaranteed the person you go kick somebody's ass, you're being fucked with. Okay? You're being fucked with. Well, I'm just saying, people can apologize and it can get worked out because not everybody wants to purposely hurt you. Okay. And at the same time, like some of these lies, that have been told about me, at the same time, my sister and I were talking about it today. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't care if people do find out the truth about any of it because they're so fixated on the lies that the lies are getting, as I hear them, I'm like, man, I thought, like whatever my sister's ex-husband said 5 years ago, now he's changed it, or somebody's changed it. Somebody's gotten drunk and changed the telephone line about how my sister left the state of her own house. Why does that even matter? Why does that matter? How the state of a house was left. So whatever makes, and like I heard from one person that told the lie about the state of their life, and apparently they're couch surfing, and I don't know, they're like 47, divorced now, has 2 kids, and couch surfing everywhere, talking shit about me. And I'm like, I wonder how much more he's gonna make up. I wonder how much more he's going to say about me by the end of the day or by the end of the week. I wonder if I'm, if I burnt the place down by the end of the week, by the way that this guy's talking about me. Like, honestly, again, remember, your haters are your biggest fans. Whatever's being said about you, whether or not you get to clear the air, whether or not you get to tell everybody exactly what happened at the same time, who gives a fuck? If the real story gets out, because for the most part, even when the real story, I've noticed, even when the real story goes out, people don't listen to it anyways. They'd rather the lie. So they just go tell the lie. They don't care about the real story. Nobody wants the real story. Everybody just wants the gossip. That's what I've noticed. They just want the gossip. They don't care about the truth. Because you know what? The truth is boring. The truth is boring. They know it. I know it. We all know it. God damn it. Hold on. Here we go. Go to church and talk shit. Oh my, see what I mean? That's who you're talking. That's who we're dealing with. All right, people who are literally going to church, and as they're sitting in the booths, they're talking shit about everybody. Like, isn't that like not what you're supposed to do at church? I don't think God would approve. There, Nancy. Nancy and Karen talking shit about Samantha and her affair. Is everybody having a good Friday? Ew, that's even a holiday. Good Friday. Jesus Christ. Isn't that coming up? Is that today? Damn. No, I think we have a couple more weeks. I have to refresh in my lipstick. I just lick this stuff right off. All right. Now that we're done talking about people who don't like you, I remember stop thinking, I stopped thinking about popularity when I graduated high school. And I've never thought of popularity since. It's weird. I don't care. I don't care about popularity. I never have, and I never will. So it's really sad when people base their entire lives off of, are you cool or are you not? Are you hot? Are you not? Rip Chucky. Rest in peace, Chucky. Who's Chucky? It's weird because my plumber's name was Charlie, and he did have cancer. He could be dead. But the move was fabulous. Well, it was the worst day of my life, but I made it. All right, we have a red flag with beautiful possibilities. It seems like the opposite of what's supposed to be side by side, but I shan't tempt to faith. All right, anything else? Okay, so most likely the last message. Yeah, 41. Okay, so last message, take what resonates. Super weird, but we have red flag with beautiful possibilities, romantic connection, and learn more about each other. Okay, so I feel like this is something that's going to happen over the next moon cycle. Okay. Learn more about each other. Well, I think you're going to meet somebody. All right. It's a possibility that there's somebody that has come into your life or is about to come into your life that possibly look like a giant red flag. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. I feel like this is for somebody specific, but she's not on here right now. But anyways, all right. So something that looks like a giant red flag. Okay. Okay. So there might be something going on in their life that makes them look like a red flag. But in all honesty, it's just their circumstances. Somebody is trying really hard to get themselves out of some type of shitty situation, okay, which could be the red flag. Whatever the shitty situation is, they are trying really hard to secure themselves. They're making progress, okay? With the Ace of Swords, I feel like somebody has to, like, I mean, there's an Ace of Swords representing this Ace of Swords. Okay, so I don't know if hearing the truth is somebody's red flag. Okay, because it could be. We also have the Queen of Pentacles and the World. Finding fulfillment. Finding a supportive partner. Okay, so if somebody has been looking for a stable relationship, I think it's coming. And whatever the relationship is, it looks like a red flag in the beginning. Okay. But it's actually what is the red flag is actually the truth. And once you get to know more about it, like what is this learn more about each other? Okay, so somebody so whatever you've been dealing with or whoever this person is that you're dealing with, somebody's been in some very negative energy for a while, creating conflicts in their head, unable to move on. And okay, so that's what I feel like it is. Somebody is trying to crack the code. You know, like they are. It would be almost, I feel like the analogy would be, say, and this is super bad, but I don't know why this is coming into my head, but say you were dating somebody and they like ran over your cat. Say they pulled a Dwight Schrute and you were Angela. Okay. Angela could not get over it. Like she tried to keep dating Dwight after he killed her cat. He put her out of his misery, but she said he killed. Anyways, Dwight started out, well, the way that they ended it was Dwight was a huge red flag, and he had to work on that with Angela. Technically could be this Queen of Pentacles, okay, who was done with them. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles is with the world. Like they're sitting in really good energy. They're the ones that are sitting with this heart energy. Okay, so they're the ones that are sitting in this energy. They're very open, and this other person is working. Maybe that's what it is. Either I feel like you're working on your red flags, or somebody is working on their red flags. And I don't think it's red flags they have about you. I think it's shit that they have a problem with themselves. Okay, that they have been trying to work on, obviously. And I feel like they're finally breaking ground. Like they're getting somewhere now. They're successfully realizing the truth, or hearing the truth, or recognizing the truth. And that's what they needed. See? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't know if I don't know what this breaking the surface is. Okay, see how he's breaking the ground? Okay, I don't know what that is, but it kind of seems like somebody was lost and they're out of that. They need to get out of this and into that. Okay, and that is how, I mean, I don't know, maybe they're, okay, in another instance, say you got accused of killing the cat and you didn't do it, okay? And this person has been accusing you of doing something, but now they find out that you didn't. And I don't know, again, okay, so something came up yesterday in the live where I had this analogy of this boss doing this secret investigation to find out if one of his employees lied. And it turned out one of their employees did lie. And it was the weird one that he didn't think was the liar. And the only way that he realized, the only way he could find out was this guy had said that somebody stole, right? In order for them to just keep them fired, but they actually didn't steal. So when the boss was thinking about it, all of a sudden he said, fine, I want to put a lawsuit down and I want to charge this person for stealing. So when did they steal? And that's when the employee came clean, that they had lied about it. Okay, so I almost feel like it's possible that you were blamed, like the same, like how many things I just told you I got blamed for, but I didn't do any of it. Okay, so maybe you're going to talk to somebody or reveal a story about somebody and they're going to go, wait a second. That's not what I heard. You know those, and now I'm getting goosebumps. You know when those things happen where you just randomly run into somebody or you randomly are talking to somebody and then you find out something about yourself and you're like, what? I did that? Okay. That's possibly when the person figures out the truth that no, you, because like, I mean, say somebody did say that you did something, whatever they said that you did, it was pretty bad. Okay. It was pretty fucking bad. And now they found out the truth because you might have been the red flag. You might have been, the saying, you know, people saying that you're the bad person. So they don't want to let you back in. They're in this mind fog. They don't know what to do, right? And that's why, and the analogy with the bosses, that's what happened with the bosses because they were like, well, how could this employee do this? She was so nice. She was so caring. She showed up to all her shifts. Now you're going to tell me that she's drinking on the job and stealing all of a sudden? But once she quits, right? Like not while she worked here. Once she quits, you tell me all this. So it just didn't make sense. And that's the thing. When you've been lied to, there's going to be a part of the story that still doesn't make sense because it was manipulated and somebody lied. And that's why there's this red flag. And maybe that's why we get the Ace of Swords twice. Okay, you realize it's not in reverse because there aren't any lies on the table. Okay, whatever this person has to break ground with, okay, all it says on the bottom of this card, it's the 9 or the 6 of Swords in reverse, of hope in reverse, unable to move on, feeling haunted by the past. See what I mean? Feeling haunted by the past because they were haunted by something that they were told that put them in this really crazy fucking place because it wasn't the right information. Therefore, they got mind fucked, right? Because they couldn't believe a lie. It wasn't true. What are these? Page of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, so it was the Empress in reverse, and I'm going to read it in reverse with intellectual work, because it kind of seems like somebody, with the intellectual work, somebody's been working kind of quietly on themselves. Okay, they've been somewhat pursuing some things that they've been thinking about. Okay, so that's what I mean. If there's misinformation in a certain situation, then there's going to be some closure issues. And it's going to be really hard to move on because you still don't really know the truth, because even though you were said that you were told the truth, you were told a lie. And that's why you can't leave, okay? Because it's a lie. Something was such a lie, all right? And that fogginess fucked somebody up. Could have fucked with their financial state, could have fucked with them being able to work, being able to process, being able to, just ground themselves. All right. Not a whole lot of grounding, a lot of instability with that. And that's what happens when you lie to people. Okay. So don't lie, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass eventually. Okay. So I feel like this person has been working on themselves. And now I'm getting, oh my God, okay, I was wondering the song that was playing in my head. This band called Cold, they have this song called Wasted Years. And I was wondering the song that he was listening to, or that has been playing in my head. And all I heard was, and all that's left is all these wasted years. Like, there's just years wasted because whatever was said, this person basically covered it up. Right? They listened to the lie, and then they took the lie, and they just covered it up, and they never tried to figure out what happened. They never tried to break through. They just believed something, and then because they believed it, they've been stuck there. Okay, so now the Page of Wands with Courage. Bullseye. I do feel like this is right on for somebody. All right, take it if it resonates. But there's fears of intimacy here. So I feel like, if somebody believed a lie about you, they might have had a lot of intimacy problems because of this. They were probably most likely a partner for you. And because they believed a lie, they got with superficial people that then they couldn't actually be with, because the person they were supposed to be with, or the situation they were supposed to be in, got lied to, taken away, and they believed it as opposed to seeking the truth. Somebody waited way too long to seek the truth. And maybe it's because they had really low self-esteem. They didn't feel good about themselves. Look at instability. Right? So when they heard these lies, okay, they couldn't distinguish the truth from a lie. So they just walked away. Like I said, they just covered it all up and walked away. All right? But he went digging it up. Okay, and covered it in concrete. So now he's got to bust out. You know what I think now? This guy actually reminds me of Kevin Bacon in Stir of Echoes, when he's, the dead girl's talking to him and he's trying to figure out, he knows she's buried somewhere, and he's fucking busting up the ground. Right? Every time you're going to try to fucking dig that shit and think no one's going to find it, never thought that you would dig it, and then you would be the one that goes to find it. Now I'm getting John Wick. You know how he has all of his gold and his weapons buried under concrete in his basement? Something about basements. I don't know if you've got something in the basement, but it's about to surface, okay? And I'm holding the Ace of Cups. I didn't even realize it. A new romance. Good news. See, okay, good news. So somebody is getting the truth about you now. They're learning, as somebody is fishing for information, and they're getting it. Temperance. Okay, so achieving success through patience and moderation. Honestly, just like the lies in the first video, I mean, eventually things work themselves out, and you can't control the world. You can't control how people feel about you. You can't control what people say about you. All you can do is live in moderation while it's all fucking going on around you. Okay. And maybe that's what somebody doesn't realize, you know, like they go too much with the flow of everything, and they need to realize that the world is going to spin around no matter what. So you might as well take what's yours and go in the right direction and be with what you want to be with and do what you want to do and pursue what you want to pursue. Because even in the Stir of Echoes, I mean, they start thinking he's crazy. I mean, he's ripping the house apart. He looks like a madman, but he finds the body. That's the thing, right? So there is something that this person is looking for, and they will find the answer. Okay. 9 of Wands, persistence. Persistence, resilience, the final battle before success, enduring challenges in a relationship, feeling drained and fatigued, enduring challenges in a relationship. So I do kind of feel like if this is you, you are defending yourself, you are resisting, you are standing ground. Okay. And because of that, people are learning a lot more from you. And maybe this huge red flag that's either around you or whatever it is you're being blamed for can actually be nipped in the butt. Finally. Okay. Anything else? Sacred friendship. Release desire to control. Okay, so whoever this was that believed something and covered you up and covered up the lie and covered everything up, because you didn't control them in some way, or because whatever they did didn't have any effect on you, it's, you know, because like, you know, sometimes people get the very wrong information and they go with it, and whatever happened with this person, they obviously found something out or went with something and then took it as the truth, and that was it, you know, and that was like slamming their closet. Well, because you didn't pursue it, because you didn't feel the need to control the things that people say about you or the things that people do, it kept this friendship alive somehow. And obviously this person, whoever you were dealing with, had a really hard time, and they took a lot of shit out on you, but because you weren't there, you didn't hear about it. You know, like they're going to have a hard time going around telling everybody all the shit that they said, but that's beyond the point. Okay, so whatever this is, whatever these lies, whatever this red flag was, something starts off as it looks like a red flag until somebody figures out more information about it. And I do feel like that was a lot like the live last night where I said this doesn't start the way that you think that it does. And that's the thing is, there's possible, because there's so many of you, right? It's possible that there's a lot different analogies here. So it seems like something doesn't start. Okay. How do I say this? I feel like there are things coming, okay, with the spring equinox energy. All right. Things coming, that are not packaged in their regular dressing. You know, like if you got a whole bunch of Amazon packages, they are coming in a black box, you know, with a bow on them, as opposed to the ugly Amazon packaging. It's like it's like the universe is sending you something and they're gift wrapping it. Oh, that's cute. So but the gift wrap, oh, okay. So the gift wrapped analogy, somebody, like the universe is sending you stuff, but it comes in the original ugly box and then you open it, and then there's the gift, you know? It's things are not going to look, they don't appear as they seem. I think that's really there. Something is not appearing as it seems. Okay. Somebody who could appear as if they hate you, they actually love you. Like we were talking about your haters, you know, I don't really feel like a lot of them actually understand the hate that they have for you. I think they're misguided about it. And I think that they're most likely imprinting some type of displacement onto you from something that they have yet to deal with. Okay. Something like that. Look at that. Beautifully done. 4 of Wands with the 10 of Cups. See, like, I do feel like this matches the energy that I'm channeling of like something does happen that is good. Okay. It's a good ending to a very weird beginning. Okay. So not, all objects are as they seem, right? It's the same as the book analogy, right? Don't look at the outside of the book. Make sure you look in, right? There's just something that, just in case you miss something, okay? Make sure that if there's any offers or anything that comes your way, try to look at it. If it looks like a red flag, try to investigate it. Try to get some information on it, especially like if you get offered a job or something, right? Make sure you read the fine print of company policies and what happens if you get fired or if you quit, stuff like that. Just make sure I'm really get your information. Okay. Because a simple just lack of information can fucking kill you. Okay. Stating facts right there. So even though the analogies aren't ever usually that bad, they do bring warnings with them. And people do die every day. So anyways, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Ryu. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, my normal crew. And for everybody who joined, welcome. We do questions on Sundays. If you guys want to think of questions, we will do them on Sunday, 1 question per person. Make sure you think of your question very well. We will be live on Sunday to do that. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. And thank you for liking the video. Very important that people like the video. And yeah. We'll be back when we're back. All right. You are welcome. And thank you for being here. And thank you, everybody, for being here. All right, Danny. See you later, everybody. Peace out.